Hey, would you happen to know where the bathroom is, dude?
No. Probably.
Oh, Jesus God. Matt Powell trying comedy again. Oh, no. But wait, there's more. Cult leader Kent Hovind gives us an awesome lesson on beavers.
Beavers, for instance, are amazing.
Totally agree. Beavers are amazing, and they're nice too. Aren't they, Frank?
Nice beaver.
See? Well, yes, hello there, dearest viewer, and welcome back to my little corner of the YouTubies. Thank you all so much for joining me. Now, please, before we go any further, like, share, and subscribe. That would be fantastic. Thank you all so much. Or come and join me on Patreon, or please consider becoming a channel member. These wonderful people did. Crystal Berger, Alan L, Bob Sadler, Morris Goto, District Driver Car Talk, and Joe H. Thank you all for your wonderful contributions. They will help me to get better gear so I can churn out better videos. And let's crack on with the video, shall we? And first up, we've got Matt Powell, who is a science-denying cult member and professional liar for Jesus Christ. And because all of his pathetic attempts at debunking evolution and the Big Bang Theory have failed, he has turned his hand to comedy, yes, specifically pranking comedy. Now, what you're about to see in this video is an awful lot of cringe, so if there is such a thing as cringe protection, please wear it or smear it or whatever you do with it, and please do it now before I show this video. Now, he's cleverly titled this video as "This Will Make You Laugh," and he's written the word "this" in capital letters. I've watched it a couple of times now and nothing made me laugh in that video, and it's not just because of my dislike for Matt Powell, it's because, as you're about to see, he has absolutely no comic timing whatsoever.
Hey, would you happen to know where the bathroom is, dude?
No. Probably.
Now, I must just explain, he's added the lift music in and he's put in his own fart effects. He probably thinks he's a dinosaur.
Who's that?
Roasty, I thought you got kidnapped. Me too. Oh, I want to play.
I love how the two young ladies there just completely ignore him.
I know you. I know you. I know you. What year is it? What year is it? Somebody help me.
2022.
Where's the bathroom?
All the way over there.
Can somebody help me?
I did warn you. I did warn you. It's far too much cringe. It's like watching a Kent Hovind seminar.
You both have a mask.
You need to go somewhere? Oh, get away from us.
That didn't work out too well, did it?
Man, I love dogs. What's his name?
Coco.
Coco? Hi, Coco. How you doing?
Even the dog isn't laughing. It's not getting any better, is it? Or funnier.
Oh, boba. I love it. Love boba. I love boba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You looking into the mirror?
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. He's got white socks on and they're rolled up. So, not only does this guy not understand what comedy is, he also doesn't understand what fashion is.
What do you see?
Oh. You.
You guys happen to sell the Super Mario shirts?
I work at Walmart right now.
Like with Luigi and Wario, the Mario characters?
You look like I work at Walmart?
I mean, you're wearing a cap and you got a blue shirt. Oh.
You take you to the ER. You need to go to the ER. You okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Do you know where the restroom is?
Back.
Should I go to the ER?
You on something?
That's it. I can't take anymore. It's just fucking...
Many hours later.
And calm. Let's move on to the next video, shall we? And this is from Dr. Kent Hovind, and I use the term doctor quite wrongly. A. If he can identify as a doctor, I can identify as Jesus. Now, if you don't know who Kent Hovind is, he is a fake doctor, he is a science-denying gobshite, a professional life of Jesus Christ, and cult leader. And I cannot wait to feature on Whacking Atheist Wednesday, which is a playlist that he's invented, which what he basically does on Whacking Atheist is doxes someone, slags them off for a bit, and then advertises Dinosaur Adventureland as some sort of science centre. So there's my challenge for Kent Hovind: find out my real name and then speak about it on Whacking Atheist Wednesday. Anyways, back to the video, and here's Kent Hovind, and he's going to give us a lesson on beavers. And not only any lesson, but an awesome lesson on beavers. So perhaps he's going to tell us something that we don't already know.
Good morning, folks. Ken Hovind here at Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. Come on down and see this place. We have hundreds, maybe even thousands of science lessons that teach a spiritual truth.
Science lessons. Yeah, all right then. Do you mean the science lesson where you poured some water onto some sand and claimed that the Grand Canyon formed in a week?
If you plugged up Grand Canyon, which cuts across like this, a great big lake would fill up behind it. There was a lake that went all the way back to Colorado. Then it got too full, they found the lowest point, and it started meandering around, and it would start eating at the other side. Canyons always wash out from the far side in.
Well, I dare say if the Grand Canyon was made out of sand, it probably could form in a week. But it's not, is it?
Beavers, for instance, are amazing. God created beavers.
No, he didn't. And you don't have any scientific evidence that he did.
Anybody who thinks beaver happened by chance needs their head examined. Beavers are stunning. Beavers build a dam to dam up the creek and make their own lake to get their own fish to provide their own food supply. Are you planning ahead for your food supply like a beaver does?
Yes. It's called grocery shopping.
Beavers build dams. They don't even go to school at all. Nobody teaches them from kindergarten. And yet they know how to make a dam out of mud and sticks that'll last 100 years.
Yes, Kent, us normal people would call it instinct, much in the same way a bird builds a nest. Some species of turtle dig holes in the sand, put their eggs in, and then cover up the eggs to keep them incubated. And also, much in the same way, a spider builds a web to trap its prey. All instinctive behaviour. In fact, in 2011, a Swedish biologist called Lars Wilson, he studied beavers, both captive and wild beavers, up close and personal for years. In one experiment, he separated kits from their parents. And these kits, who had never seen their parents build a dam, were able to build almost perfect dams from a very, very young age. Now, Wilson also learned that the sound of running water was like a trigger for these young beavers to build a dam or repair their dam. So he conducted an experiment. He put some young beavers in a terrarium, played some running water through a loudspeaker, and those cute little beavers started building a dam in the terrarium. And in another quite, well, odd experiment really, the beavers actually built a dam on a concrete floor next to this speaker that was playing running water. So, in conclusion, beavers, rather clever in some areas, but rather gullible in others.
I think beavers are amazing. They also sometimes build a lodge out in the middle of the lake. I'll show you one of those in a minute. Beavers never stop growing. Their teeth are orange because of the iron in their diet. It makes their teeth like iron. The front of the tooth is hard enamel. The back is soft. Every time they chew, it sharpens their teeth and shortens them. Beavers' teeth never stop growing. God designed the beaver. Why can't people give God the glory for his creation?
Because you haven't got any scientific evidence whatsoever to show that a God exists. So, if something doesn't exist, how could he make something that does? Like a beaver.
The beaver's amazing. You ought to look at the beaver and say, wow, God, you're amazing. But the atheists look at the beaver and say, oh, it took millions of years and came from an amoeba. Wow! You guys really need your head examined. I think God ought to get the glory for the beaver. Let's go look at one.
No, not one atheist says that. And I can't find any atheist who says that the beaver came from an amoeba over millions of years. Hey, I'm a poet, but I don't know it. So, no. The modern beavers of today didn't come from an amoeba. They came from another beaver, a giant beaver, also known as a castroid, which went extinct about 12,800 years ago to about 11,500 years ago now.
This is about how big beavers get today with their flat tail. They can use that as a rudder to swim. They can use it to smack the water and warn people danger's coming. Beavers are, the biggest beaver. They never stop growing, but the biggest one's about 2.5 feet. They find fossils of them 8 feet long. Something was different before the flood came.
What flood?
And the two different kinds of beavers in the world today might have had a common ancestor called a beaver.
No, a giant beaver. Yes.
That's not evolution.
Subscribe for more what? Bullshit? Hey, well, congratulations on passing 200,000 subs though. Must have cost a fortune. Your views to subs ratio is pretty appalling. I mean, you've got over 200,000 subs, so you've got to be looking at 20k views at least. And in your last few videos, you're not even getting 6k views. Like I say, those subs must have cost a fortune. So that's Matt Powell and Kent Hovind all done, dusted and delivered for your viewing displeasure. Please join me in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Come and join me on Patreon or become a channel member or drop us a super thanks. Thank you all so very much for watching. See you all in the next one. Ta-ra for a bit.